What's good, YouTube? Back with another one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. But let's get right into it. Now, according to reports, Toronto rapper Top 5's affiliate Century GGG was found guilty of first-degree murder for his role in a fatal mass shooting at an Edmonton nightclub. Justice Eric Macklin said it was sheer good luck that there were no more than 7 people injured and 1 killed in a hail of bullets outside the Ertale Lounge on March 12, 2022. The judge found that Century GGG 28 was the first of 4 gunmen to open fire outside the club at around 2:45 a.m. just outside a fenced patio where about a dozen patrons were mingling. The judge handed Century a mandatory life sentence with no parole eligibility for 25 years. The judge said that Century and his lawless gangs of thugs terrorized innocent, unarmed and unsuspecting patrons of a neighborhood lounge in Edmonton, and that the shooting was their execution of a planned and deliberate assault. It was an attempted massacre that's seen 7 people injured by a gunshot over 21 seconds of chaos that left Imbert George, known as Mario to his friends and family, dead. The 28-year-old was hit 4 times, including a fatal shot to his head as he was leaving the club where he'd been at a birthday celebration with his wife and friends. After Century's sentence on Friday, Mario's wife Cassandra said she's pleased with the outcome of the trial, and one thing she had struggled with at the start of the events. After the murder, they thought that Mario was involved with gangs and that he was the intended target. In Judge Macklin's decision, he found the only reasonable conclusion from circumstantial evidence presented by the Crown is that Century is the man caught on video in a black balaclava, tan boots and a shiny black jacket, firing a semi-automatic handgun with an extended magazine, and that Century shot at least 16 of the 66 shots marked by police at the scene. Now, a video of the shooting played in court showed people scrambling to take cover, leaving red cups rolling on the ground as they dived through the bar's open front doors. Macklin found that Century GGG fled with 3 others, including a getaway driver in a Ford Focus. The vehicle had circled the lounge twice shortly before the shooting. Those collective action, from casing out the Ertale Lounge to ultimately getting into focus after the shooting and driving away evidence a clear common intention to carry loaded handguns and deliberately fire them at innocent people. He then goes on to say it doesn't matter whether any of the shots fired by Century GGG resulted in the death of Mr. George or the injury of any of the other victims. There was a common participation by the 4 gunmen. The judge also said that the evidence also shows that Century GGG is the person seen on an Edmonton police helicopter footage jumping from the car in a residential North Edmonton neighborhood during a high-speed pursuit, and that DNA found on a pair of tan boots and a black pants discarded under the deck of a nearby home included Century's profile. His DNA also matched a blood stain in the snow behind the house where he fled across a field and went into a gas station where the attendant noticed he had a bloody hand and no shoes. 3 men were arrested after the Ford Focus eventually stopped, but Century managed to get away and wasn't arrested until December of 2023 in Winnipeg. One of the men, Syed Osman, was subsequently released and is now the subject of a Canada-wide warrant for his first-degree murder charge. Another man pled guilty to manslaughter after admitting to being behind the wheel of the getaway car. A different alleged shooter, that's 100 GGG, he's going to be starting trial in January of 2027. Court heard that one of the shooter fled on foot and was never identified. Now, in addition to his first-degree murder, Century GGG was found guilty of 7 counts of aggravated assault and 2 firearm charges. Those sentences are going to be running concurrent with his life sentence. Now, out of all the rappers and whatnot we seen get arrested recently for murder or found guilty, I think Century GGG has a chance of getting out on his appeal, because he wasn't arrested at the scene, and we just seen a case, even though it wasn't a murder case, that they found DNA at the scene. They have people on video that look like people, and people still managed to get away. So I feel like Century has a chance. They probably just want to sit him down for a bit. But y'all can let me know your thoughts, man. It's looking like Flipper's brother. Flipper got 2 bodies. Now Century got a body. Now what is Top 5 gonna do? Is Top 5 gonna take care of the guys now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, man. But according to reports, Century GGG found guilty of first-degree murder. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.